More travel nightmares today as the government shutdown means that airports across the country are dealing with staffing shortages. Last night, Reagan National Airport reported departure delays because of staffing after delays earlier in the week at Denver, Newark, Chicago, Burbank, California, to name just a few. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says 53% of this week's delays can be attributed to staffing issues in air traffic control towers. Now, those employees are currently working without pay, and officials are seeing an uptick in workers calling out sick. Nick Daniels, president of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association, joins us now. Nick, it's good to see you. What are you hearing from air traffic controllers?
Right now, it continues to be the same. It's frustration. How long is this going to continue on? When will I be able to pay my bills? How do I plan for my future? And ultimately, what they're concerned with is being able to put food on the table, take care of the responsibilities, because the bills are going to pile up. And those who say, well, you'll get paid eventually, don't have to deal with the realities of today, but we do.
Yeah, there was actually one air traffic controller who spoke anonymously to Axios about having to help out some financially strapped younger first-time air traffic controllers, entry-level workers. Quote, my chief concern, the academy grads spending 50% of their income on a one-bedroom apartment suddenly unable to pay bills. I've already considered loaning money to my trainee just to avoid that. If it gets to the point where I'm paying the next generation's bills just to keep the FAA solvent, they sure as hell won't be seeing me coming in whenever they please. What's your message to them?
Well, my message is we're going to go to work every single day and do the amazing job that air traffic controllers do. We save lives day in and day out. They're the unsung heroes. But we do have members. They are concerned about, the pay, the economy. We were on the cusp of so much progress right now, and that's what you're seeing in that emotion. And I want to be very clear. That person doesn't speak for us of going to work and being on the job. But what they're highlighting are the frustrations that we see, the frustrations of being stopped in this moment, being stopped with our progress. When we have a chance to partner and work with this administration, they've done a historic investment. Secretary Duffy's done an outstanding job of getting out there and talking about the real issues facing air traffic controllers. And now all of you are getting a front row seat to that. This is the life of air traffic controllers. Going to work short-staffed, one or two sick hits being a problem, and something we've been calling attention to. It's just now front page news, so we're glad the message is finally getting out there.
In fact, let me play some sound from an air traffic controller in Nashville.
We're down to one person, so we'll see what we can get out. We're in a ground stop. I'll get you going as soon as I can. We are currently in a ground stop. I'll get you moving as soon as I can.
So obviously he's dealing with the situation as it is, but what are the safety concerns over towers being so short-staffed? And we've already seen that in some cases, if you don't have anybody there, you got to shut the runways down.
This is something that we've done. There's been hundreds of ATC zero events in hundreds of air traffic control facilities. It's something that they have to deal with day in and day out. And now you get to see how much of a stress, strain, pressure it puts on, where one controller working multiple positions isn't uncommon. We have to reduce the traffic to handle it. They get put in a position to still deliver amazing service, and then they get scrutinized when that amazing service isn't delivered at the rate because people get frustrated. And we appreciate the American people having the understanding that we didn't ask for this shutdown. We're not responsible for ending the shutdown. Only the politicians can do that.
Nick Daniels, you've got your hands full. We wish you well, sir. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for the support.
And still ahead,